and we are 3 Austrians that came to Barcelona to meet each other and to work together. And, basically, we come from 3 different disciplines, and when we started to talk about our idea of what art can be and what creation could be, we started to get more interested in trying to combine these 3 ways of working that we have and see what happens if the 3 of us come together. How we started to think of a box was the first idea that we had. We wanted to capture movement with sensors, no? That was really the beginning. And then I come from dance, so I was thinking of Rudolf Laban, who is a very, very known choreographer, and also he developed something that is dance notation, and he always perceived the dancer in a type of cube, or actually maybe even something more complicated, but the simple version was a cube. And referring to the points of the cube, he could actually describe movement. So we thought at first maybe that would be a good space in which we could capture movement with sensors. That was the first initial idea how to use the box, but then actually it became a lot more important. No?
My name is Dietmar, and I'm working with new media art projects, installations, exhibitions, and so I'm programming. I'm dealing with hardware, computers, projections, so everything.
I'm Christine. I'm a musician and singer, and I'm composing, I do songwriting. We're working in this piece with 4 boxes from sound equipment to get the impression, if Iris will move inside the box, that the audience has also the impression outside what's going on inside.
I usually like to program everything on my own, so that it's no VJ software or some visual programming language like, I don't know, like MaxMSP or V4. So it's totally built from the ground. And the visuals and also the communication to the sensors. So it's
and it's the particle systems and all that.
I mean, I've experience with this. So usually I don't start from zero, but I can put together my code and.
And what kind of sensors were you using?
They are like sonar sensors, so they measure the distance to the first object they hit, and I use them because they're really fast compared to infrared, which is much it has some latency, and we wanted to capture the movement really quickly. But they are not perfect, so sometimes we get into trouble with the different sensors because they influence each other. Some base of technology built, so I started first, and I just built the basic technology, and afterwards we had 2 residencies, one in the Caldera and one in Cochlea, which is also in Spain, and I think in 2 months we basically built the piece.
It's something that I think the best things always happen by accident, actually. It's something that we were trying to do this scene with the close-ups where you see the face really big, and I wanted to put myself facing to the back because I didn't want to have the live image of the face also in the box, and we need to have a little LED light, so I can be seen on camera.
Exactly.
So we turned it over, and then I just stepped aside, and all of a sudden this explosion happened, and we were like, what is this?
Yeah.
So actually it's the camera capturing the light of the projector itself. So it's like a... Also, we were trying to find our own concept of how to enter into this space. So I think because the three ways of working are very different, it can be actually hard to find a process together. And for me, the interesting thing was that sometimes we were very together, and sometimes we had to be very apart.
Yeah, independent, working in their own thing.
So everybody also could have their own peace and quiet and concentration with the time and the space. We worked here for 4 weeks at the beginning of this year, and we were actually quite independent in these 4 weeks, which I think for us was really good because it was the first 4 weeks. So we had to search a lot, and we had to get lost a lot, quite a lot actually. And at the end of these 4 weeks, we had something that they call aula abierta, which means that we open the doors for people to come in and see wherever we are in this process, which means it can be a presentation, almost like a performance, but what we did was more like a talk and showing images that we are working on, and then trying to explain what we were trying to search for, or what we found or didn't find. And this was, I think, very helpful for us, no? To do this.
Yeah.
Part of this whole production, let's say, was an installation. So the first thing that we showed last year, in November last year, was an installation with this box where also the public could enter. So there is actually 2 projects that run alongside. Now we had to focus a little bit more on the performance, but I think we all would like to come back to the installation at one point and also play a little bit more with this. I think now we get maybe to the point where we understand what this structure can do. So now it would be great to continue to play with it and actually get really everything out of it, because there is still so many possibilities.